too high with nowhere to fall down to. Empathy around you, standing looking back. You heard it all before now, losing what you didn't know you had. Fearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic instincts overpowering. You still have this urge when this could be good enough for us. This could be good enough for us. When this could be good enough for us. 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 Fearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic instincts overpowering. You still have this urge when this could be good enough for us. Standing up too high with nowhere to fall down to. Empathy around you, standing looking back. You heard it all before now, losing what you didn't know you had. Fearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic instincts overpowering. You still have this urge. This could be good enough for us. This could be good enough for us. When this could be good enough for us. You don't have to. No, you don't have to say those words again. Oh no. And you don't have to. No, you don't have to go and explain yourself, 'cause I ain't gonna listen. Yeah, all you wanted was a souvenir to remember it all. Yeah, you tore it apart down to every last piece. Yeah, a souvenir, another story to tell. And I gotta know how to find happiness in the wrong place. 'Cause it never ends, it's there in all ways. It's evident you never change for our sake. We're falling now. Your little black book ran out of pages. 'Cause if you're gonna take it all, then baby, don't waste it. Just take it, baby, just take it. You don't have to say those words again. Oh no. And you don't have to. You don't have to go.
4 wide from the lead into turn number 3. Coming to the line. Who's going to get it done? Green flag, we're racing. Get your foot in. 3 wide. He got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Get there. No.
This is going to win.
Wow.
The Barr FTF Cup Series is back on FTF. We welcome you to the virtual North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Fall Spring 400. So glad to have you with us tonight here on FTF. Jacob Hitz, Good grief. Caleb Hoffman and Sean Butler in the booth. Kevin's on the racetrack. He's not in the booth. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing anymore. Let's get this thing off and running. It's been a couple weeks. At least it's been 1 week. We had last week off. We're back this week, and here we are ready to go for 250 laps here at North Wilkesboro. Let's take a look at the starting grid. On poles, Wyatt Tinsley, Sean Conklin lines up to the outside. Brian Mercurio and David L. Brown in row 2. Michael P. Frisch and Joe Armstrong in row 3. Ashley Collins, Daniel Falkingham, Christian Kendall, and Colin Forrester rounding out the top 10, Caleb.
Kevin McAdams and Sean Rowe, you'll see he's in the race and not in the booth in row number 6. Joshua Chin and Seth Knoll in row number 7. Alex Van Desant and Lance Hill in row number 8. Art Reimer and Cole Freilich, row 9. Jacob Wilkerson and Ryan Naraki round out the top 20.
And Tyler Dubosh, Chris Wetz make up row 11. Brian Sabelski, Nathan Rabideau in row number 12. Justin Malillo somehow qualified in the top 20. Well, top 25. He'll roll off in P number 25. Jake Nichols to his outside. Kaspin Yanishu in row 14 alongside Aldam Contreras. Gabe Dahari and Jake Poulin, Jacob, will round out your front 30.
And how about this? Only 40 cars showed up, so everybody makes the field. McCandless, Mikolajczyk, Scotty Smith, Tom Wetmore makes his series debut tonight. Jaden Hopp, Cabrera, Punkari, Osmer, and Merkel. LeBombard showed up, but decided to go home a little bit early. Pace truck will lead us around for one more lap here at North Wilkesboro as we get set to go. Your points coming into tonight. David O. Brown atop the point standings. We've done more than 3 races this year. I think I forgot to change something, but Frisch in second. Seth DeMerchant, he's not here tonight. He's third in points. You got Wyatt Tinsley fourth in points after not being here for the season opener. The Barr FTF 500 champ Wyatt Tinsley in the 5th spot. Remember, it's all points. Win and you're in. Not a thing anymore in the Barr FTF Cup Series. So to make the playoffs, you got to be in points contention. Pace truck to pit road. We're ready to go at North Wilkesboro. Green flag. Wyatt Tinsley on the inside line will lead lap number 1. The field 2 and 3 wide scattered around the racetrack. Sean Conklin fighting hard up on that outside line. There's contact and Frisch is around. On the back straightaway in the grass and the caution flag is out. Michael P. Frisch, there was contact coming off turn number 2 and Frisch goes for a slide. And it slows us on lap number 2 already. Let's take a look.
All right, first of many replays tonight coming up. So watch this 58 car on the bottom lane. Looks like maybe he and is that David Brown to his outside.
Yep.
Coming off of turn number 2. Brown maybe comes down a little bit. Frisch washes up into him. Slight contact. Frisch does a good job keeping it out of the inside grass and out of the inside wall. No harm done. Frisch will fall all the way back to... looks like he'll fall back to 32nd after that. I don't know if you guys are into sports betting. I certainly am not. But if I was a betting man, if I had the choice of over under 15 cautions, I will take the over tonight.
The record's what, 34?
34. That will never
Martinsville.
happen again, right? Never again.
If it happens tonight, this will be the last FTF broadcast.
Off to a hot start.
Now, since we are at a short track, single file restarts. So we'll have the back of the field essentially on the back straightaway when Wyatt Tinsley's on the gas to take the restart and the green flag. So now's the time where track position really matters.
And I'm really interested to see kind of the effect that has all night long. I mean, North Wilkesboro, I mean, this track is just so small with 40 cars on it. I mean, it's going to be tight quarters racing all night. You can already see running out of real estate from the drop of the green flag here. So especially when we have even less space to work with now. Going to be interesting, and I think you're going to see lap traffic be a big factor all night long.
Wyatt Tinsley's getting a little up close and personal with the pace truck driver there. Is backed off. Lights are out, so we should get the restart this time by with 6 laps in the books. Wyatt's led all 6 of them. Conklin, Mercurio, David L. Brown, and Joe Armstrong are your top 5. And we're back to green. Armstrong to the inside of David L. Brown for that 5th spot. A couple of cars came onto pit road. Cosman, Jake Poulin, Paul Mikolajczyk, Brett Punkari under the caution. Just fuel only stops.
David L. Brown hopping up here, leaving the inside open for Armstrong. Nothing that the waste management machine can do there. Try to get back to that back bumper on entry. You'll see David L. Brown's making that pretty challenging right now. Getting a great drive off the corner as well, and
Trouble.
see if he can take that.
Kyle
Number 2.
Merkel has crashed with Jake Poulin
Brett
and
Punkari.
Brett Punkari. Jake Poulin on the IL. Was expected to start in park. He had a hernia surgery 10 days ago, and here he is wheeling a virtual stock car. About a lap early or so. Let's take a look and see what happens with Merkel.
This has the looks of a self-spin, or I see that 24 car behind him. If 2 and 2 is 4.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I think
I
he just got
need a
loose.
closer. Yeah, I need a closer look at that one. Poor Jake.
I don't know.
He's already injured, and then he gets in a wreck. Oh boy. I mean, I couldn't tell with this one. I just give Cosman a hard time, but let's see. Was there contact? Yeah. I think some net code was involved.
I was about to
with that
say,
one.
it looks like, yeah, a little bit of net code perhaps, but
Here we
High
go.
above.
Our hot air balloon, because we don't need a blimp here. Blimp is bigger than the track. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
There's-
Just enough.
There's a little bit of contact, enough. I mean, it's not going to affect Cosman very much. He was in, what, 36th when that happened? So.
Correct. He had just stopped under the last caution. So.
All right, over under
Back.
15. I'm still taking the over, man. We got 2, but we're 12 laps in.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
yeah, one every 6 laps or so, we'll say, for 250 laps.
Donnie in the chat with a good stat. The highest number of cars in a points race at North Wilkesboro was 37. So we're shattering records all over the place here in FTF.
Just wait until
Pretty
they
sure
put
there's been
this-
other races that have had more cars than us, but don't look that up.
Well, just wait until they put this on the schedule and we get 39 cars in the Cup Series next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully they just take a wrecking ball to Texas Motor Speedway so we don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
Or just leave turns 3 and 4 and just demolish one. That'd be fun.
The only thing that'll save that racetrack is some dynamite. Doesn't matter how many times they repave it.
Nah, we're turning it into the next Atlanta, and it's going to be great.
Oh, God.
I appreciate your optimism, Caleb.
Yeah. All right. So under our second caution flag of the night, lights are finally out atop the pace truck. So we'll get the green flag this time by. Wyatt Tinsley's led every lap so far. Conklin's been in second for every lap so far. Your top 4 have not changed positions yet. Joe Armstrong up 1 spot in 6th. Biggest loser so far, Frisch. Remember, he spun to be that first caution, started 5th. He's now 30th. Biggest mover so far, Tom Wetmore. He's up 5 spots. We're back to green. 14 laps complete. Long way to go. Oh, what the? All right.
Yep.
I thought there was more than just that one camera on the front straightaway. Apparently not. All right. Now I know for next time.
And this group getting right back where they left off. Armstrong and David L. Brown. 22's getting right up on the rear bumper.
I want to see Joe's patience with David here because the line David's taking in 1 and 2 is absolutely ridiculous. And this is everyone's taking the low side here. Joe gets underneath him, David gets the runoff, and it's just right back where they were. That might cost Joe a spot to Daniel Falkingham here. But David's got to be careful if he keeps running that line of 1 and 2.
Even then, Joe got on the throttle so soon, it made the back end of the car step out, got him loose, had to chase it. Now that opens the door for Falkingham to get underneath him. And if you're David L. Brown, you got to love that to get some breathing room.
Armstrong able to get it back to the bottom, though, and stay in front of that 49. Falkingham filling in for Art Reimer this week, keeping the seat warm. Basically a ride swap. Art's here. He's back in the 16th position right now in that 39 machine.
Update your FTF scorecards if you haven't already. Ryan Naraki is in the 00 tonight. Justin Malillo is in the 37.
Unhinged behavior throughout the field.
The 53, yeah.
Hampering.
Nathan Rabideau's back in the 93 this week.
Yeah.
He's actually here. Kyle Merkel has spent the last month and a half not here with different drivers filling in the 74. He's finally back with us.
The New York Mets have bases loaded, 2 outs, so surely they will not screw this up.
Yeah, well, if you put a Philadelphia Philly at the plate, they'll definitely find a way to screw that up.
Yeah, I don't follow much of the MLB, but have the Braves won their first game yet? I saw they were 0-7 or something.
They are 1-7 now.
Oh my goodness.
Don't get used to that because they will figure it out eventually. They're too good not to.
You would think. I like that it only took us 23 laps to turn to
I was about to say,
The race got really exciting.
Yeah. I mean, this is the closest battle on the racetrack right here for the 4th spot.
We have a side-by-side one. Jake Nichols back there for 21st. Him and Tyler Dubois. And just ahead of them.
Yeah.
Looks like there's another one.
It's Art and Cole Freilich.
Freilich, yeah.
Freilich in the 15, filling in for Nate Stewart.
They're running this high side in 1 and 2. I mean, I guess they
just in front of
Lance
him.
Hill. Woo.
Good save.
Oh, don't get in the back of him. Interesting. Interesting scheme here. Is this a Matt Tiff throwback for Lance Hill?
The number is bothering me because it looks crooked, the 36, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
just work here. Justin Melillo update. He's back to 25th. He has not gained or lost a position. Good for Justin. Back there in purgatory there. The iconic 37.
And Ryan, don't hit the wall. Just ahead is
Slow. Not slow. Well, he's neither slow nor in the way, so I guess, yeah, that is
correct.
He's not fast either, but I don't know.
Wow.
He's running the top at 3 and 4. Meanwhile, with 3 wide here with Lance Hill, Art Reimer, and Jacob Wilkerson. Fox strikes again. There we go.
Hey, we got there. Settle down.
This is high intensity for 18th.
You give him some credit. You could get to 17th, 16th out of this group.
Really could.
All it takes is Lance Hill doing that.
My goodness.
Back on the throttle and riding on board with Wilkerson right now as they're side by side up ahead of him.
Who's riding on? In what world are we riding on board with anybody?
Sorry, I was riding on board with him.
Where are we, Bill?
I will say there are a good amount of side-by-side battles here. Very close one just ahead of these guys. Seth Knoll not in a Raising Cane scheme this week. He's running the Dr. Pepper. There he is, and that number 1 just got by Cole Freilich. And then still, Art Reimer just refuses to not be side-by-side with anybody.
Are you happy now, Caleb?
There we go. Battle.
No age for Jacob.
Yeah. Ageless. Or we just don't know when he was born.
Oh, Ryan Naraki
Joe
had a
Armstrong's
moment
going to go
back
around
there.
off the bumper of Falkingham. That battle for 5th.
Front straightaway and caution. You called it. Things were heating up with Armstrong and Falkingham. They had lost ground to David L. Brown. And,
Joe, come on. You got all that track to get going.
Well, he didn't want to get lapped. Let's take a look. Falkingham on the back bumper. Armstrong
And
tries to
you'll
block
see
him.
3 and 4, it's just a little too much from the 49.
Yeah, no.
I think he just lost it.
end.
Took out the trash by himself.
Oh, and Falkingham got in the wall because of that, too. Didn't see any contact. 3 and 4, it flattens out once you get off of it. So you really have to be wary of your throttle inputs here in any car. There was contact there, though, from that angle.
I think there was contact, and he just couldn't save it. Well, once again, all reliable, the hot air balloon.
Yep. The
Let's take a
remote
look.
control plane cam. We'll say it's a good-looking camera.
Yeah,
Yep,
he
definitely
hits him,
contact
and then
there.
I think he hit him right at the same time that he got back on the gas, and that's what squirreled him around.
Ashley Collins plowed on the back of, I wouldn't say plow, but
Nowhere to go.
couldn't get slowed down in time. Philip McCandless was asking for his spot back, and I don't think he's going to get that. Falkingham given an EOL penalty, a deserved one.
He got it. .36 laps complete. Wyatt Tinsley, your race leader. The end of stage 1 comes at the end of lap 100. But, of course, if we rank again, we do have the buffer zone 5 laps before. So, we're on lap 96. Yeah, well, okay. Trying to be a little optimistic.
I will say that was a good little run there that we had.
Yeah.
Gets me optimistic about my over/under prediction of over 15 cautions. Again, if you're in the chat and would like to participate in that, you will not receive anything. But just say over/under. I'd like to play along.
I think the real over/under is how many times we start talking about the Phillies here tonight.
It's 1, I think. Or is it 2?
Or at 1.
It's 1, and had they won today, maybe we'd talk about it more. But they really don't deserve to be talked about right now.
It's okay. It's the beginning of the season, Jacob. You don't need to panic.
You know what?
It's only 160 whatever games.
They beat the Dodgers last night. That's what matters.
Just don't be like Yankee fans. They're off to a great start this season. They're like, oh, yeah, no one can stop us or whatever, and it's only a matter of time before they all cool down and they're all back in despair again. So every team goes through those.
Right. The Phillies' number one enemy is the Phillies.
Yes.
The fact that the first man got on base in the bottom of the 9th inning and 2 pitches later the inning was over shows you how desperate I was today for anything to happen. Bryce Harper got on base, Alec Boehm grounded into a double play, and then Max Kepler popped up to left field. Back to green, 38-39, laps complete. Wyatt Tinsley's led them all, and he's leading the field back through turn 2. Side-by-side battle back here. Jacob Wilkerson to the inside of Jake Nichols, the Jake and Jake show.
Just ahead of them as well, Sean Rowe and Josh Chin side-by-side for 7th. Chin had a really good 3 and 4 there, actually.
Philip McCandless is a black flag. I'm not sure what he did, but he is forced to serve it. He got that at the restart. I'm not sure if he jumped it or passed before the line or what, but nonetheless, he'll serve it. He's going to go at least 1 lap down. Fralick and Nichols side by side here for 10th.
Phil wasn't happy over the race chat. He was saying that I should have got my spots back as 20 car got a little loose off of turn 2. That's Colin Forrester. But he says over the radio, next time I'll just plow the wreck then. So Philip not happy with the officials making the calls here so far.
And we'll see as they hit the lap traffic, trying to say, of McCandless here, if that throws Tinsley off enough to give Sean Conklin a shot.
Nope.
Knowing Phil, he's not going to give it up easily. He will fight until he can't anymore.
Very Ryan Newman-esque.
Yes.
Except Philip has a neck.
Okay.
All right, well, they get by him here without a problem. Let's slide a little further back. Nichols and Van de Sant side by side here. Good run for Alex in the 96, up inside the top 10.
It's Michael Frisch back here, way up by the outside wall in turns 1 and 2. Everyone's experimented with that line at least so far. Frisch is going to look underneath Tyler DuBois here. This is for 17th. But if let me see, he's going to run that save line again, going into the corner. Just gets all the way up there, nearly scrapes the wall and brings it right back down. I would be so annoyed if I was past.
Well, that's. I feel like we're going to see a majority of our cautions tonight.
Seth just up the middle, like, yep, thanks, see ya.
Oh my
Frisch
goodness,
got the
Seth.
wall.
They're 4 wide, yeah.
Did Seth get tires? He did.
Yes.
So Seth is on fresh tires. I'm like, where did he just... It was all of a sudden Seth when we were looking at Frisch's onboard.
Kevin McAdams has as well. He's just up the road in 13th, working his way to the front, getting by Wilkerson here.
Can't wait for Kevin to get a solid finish and talk about how many cars he passed again. Guy makes the setup and does good with it.
Well, it'd be pretty embarrassing if he did bad with it, right? can't drive this. Who made this? Wait.
It was me. Jacob Wilkerson had a moment underneath Seth Knoll there, got a little bit loose. And there's a hornet's nest back here. You see behind Frisch right there. Two of the 3 bar visuals machines here going at it. Chris Wetz, Michael P. Frisch.
Yeah, Lance Hill, Tyler Dubois is in this group. Ronnie
Justin
Osborne,
Malillo
Naraki.
somehow in there.
Somehow. Hold on.
Somehow in there.
Oh,
That's top 25 qualifier,
dicey.
Malillo, to you.
Contact.
Oh, man, they are... I don't know how they're making this work.
Messy.
Justin just throwing slide jobs for 19th.
Oh, and look at Joe Armstrong behind. Almost got Rocky.
No.
Sorted out. Barely.
Somehow. It's not a recipe for success, gang. If you don't want to be here for the next 3 hours, then
Yeah.
oh, and Joe Armstrong's gonna get
yep.
Wetmore there. They save it somehow.
No
Wetmore.
That is a crazy call by Ben Easterday there to wait for the result of that. That's usually a quick trigger caution there. So shout out to Ben for waiting on that. Please stay green. Oh boy, maybe not for long.
Right as I cut away.
Yeah, for 23rd is a little insane on lap 56, but yeah, I mean this is not calmed down at all. I mean, lots of cars with speed. Obviously, Falkingham, Ashley Kolonix, they were both involved in that last wreck, so trying to get back up to where they were in the top 10.
These are folks, some of them at least, that were just on pit road. Falkingham 2 tires, everybody else took 4. They decided to make the stop under the 3rd caution. David Brown is in 4th. He's got Kevin McAdams right behind him. Brian Mercurio in front of them. Kevin's worked his way up into the 5th spot.
Kevin has adapted the high line there in 1 and 2, much like a lot of the other guys up front there. He's Jake Poulin just hitting the wall just ahead of him. He's not on the lead lap. But here comes Kevin underneath David there. Got a good run through 1 and 2. He's got Brian Mercurio to deal with right in front of him, though. And he'll get by David Brown.
Poulin trying to get to pit road. I thought Kevin really overdrove 3 and 4, but makes it work and gets by both of them and takes a step on the podium.
I mean, with the speed that the 26 has right now, was around 5/10 faster than Sean Conklin last time by, and 2/10 about quicker than race leader Wyatt Tinsley. Could be a challenger for that lead here in the next few laps.
Or 3 wide for a moment back here, Falkingham. Justin Malillo is 13th.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
He's got the red tires on today.
Yep. Whoa, Van de Sant's in trouble in turn 4, and he saved it. Oh, and there they go. There goes Freilich into Kolonix, and they come back up and collect Wilkerson. Turn 1's a parking lot, and the caution's out.
Number 4.
They kind of saved it.
There were a couple of saves on that.
They just happened to independently wreck afterwards.
They just ran out of saves. Let's see.
Okay, so Van de Sant tried to get wrecked there. Didn't work. So then in 3 and 4, turns across the nose of the 49.
Yeah.
Now, he sent it, but still. And then
we're just on borrowed time from this point on.
Freilich gets squeezed in there by Wilkerson, and then they all come back together and take poor Jacob Wilkerson out.
Well, it looked like the 43 just turned down on all of them.
Yeah, there's that. Pit stops for most of the field. McAdams will stay out because, remember, he took those tires when they were last on pit road. your former race leader, Wyatt Tinsley. He's down and away. He takes 4 tires, and it looks like he's going to come out in the 10th position. But with 63 laps complete, Kevin McAdams leads the way. We'll step aside. We're back after this here on FTF. We're back on FTF just in time for the restart. 67 laps are complete. Kevin McAdams leads the way, and it's a hornet's nest on fresh tires back here. Tom Wetmore, get out of the way. Not like you can go anywhere, but the field's
Wyatt
coming.
Tinsley locked the left front going into turn 1 on the restart. He dove it in that hard. So Wyatt looking to make quick work of everybody on those fresh tires. Justin Melillo in the top 5 somehow.
And it's just an absolute hornet's nest right now, especially Christian Kindle gives the bumper to Tom Wetmore a little further behind.
Be mindful of the leaders, says Ben Easterday.
Oh,
Yeah, we have cars coming up pit lane.
Came out of pit road and about wiped everybody out.
Well, it's hard to go anywhere when they're already 3 wide.
Yeah, Freilich towed it. I'm not sure why. I think he spun by himself. Here's Sean Rowe up the middle with Joe Armstrong and Wetmore. They all sort it out. Tinsley is up to 4th. He's on the inside for 3rd. He wants it. He's got it. He's gone. For the lead.
Jesse Winker had the Met store run. Wow.
Wow.
Sean, we are side by side for the lead.
Not
and
anymore. Whoa! Conklin! Oh, man. Oof. About wrecked it.
Oh,
we got trouble. Naraki and
Rowe.
Sean Rowe. The 2 orange and black cars.
The
up against the
aforementioned
wall.
Sean Rowe.
This looks like there was some contact involved here. Oh, yeah.
Need to see that, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Sean on the race chat says, GG, bro. Oh, man. On board with Sean. Still 3 wide middle.
I mean, it looks like Cabrera just locked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And-
definitely. Yep. Ryan Araki with nowhere to go.
Just in a bad spot. Not that he would know that Sean Rowe would come crashing up the racetrack, but he'll go to pit road and get service. I'm curious to see what happened to Cole Freilich. This would have been lap 70. So a couple laps before the caution. But, yeah, well, as long as ATVO didn't screw this up. Because he just towed it and went home. Oh!
Oh, man, okay.
Lost it by himself off 4. Nosed it into the inside wall. And then towed it.
Crazy how fast they can get that car back to the pit stall with today's technology.
And he is done. Night over. So
a little bit of a wreck score update. Sorry, Jacob. David Cabrera, because of that wreck, will be held for a lap, and we'll have to start at the end of the longest line on this restart.
Really early to be getting a wreck score penalty in the season. We're on the 7th race.
That is a wreck score of 1 for the 31 car.
Oof, as they say. By the way, Jacob, Jesse Winker 2-run triple to tie the game in the 8th inning for the Mets.
Must be
His
nice.
second triple of the game. I have no clue who writes this.
Well, whoever's writing it, get him on the Phillies beat. Stat. Oh, for a moment, I thought they were doing that on my boy Jeff Hoffman. It was about like
No.
what? Oh, good news, everybody! The Atlanta Braves lost again, 4-0 to the
Oh.
Marlins.
Oh, God.
1-8.
I was told they were good.
I saw something that says, no, I think it was no team in the history of Major League Baseball that started off 0-7 has made the postseason. So this would be a first if they can do it.
And they would be the ones to do it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
78 laps complete. We're back to green. Wyatt Tinsley out in front. Conklin's right there with him. And then this is where you start to get to the older tires. Kevin, Seth. And now those fresh tires are going to blow right on by. Falkingham, another one of them. That's on the older tires.
David
And again,
Cabrera
just
coming to pit road. Sorry, Caleb.
Yep.
No, you're
Serving
good.
a
Just, I
penalty.
mean, looking through it just, it still just seems like a hornet's nest through the back half of the top 10 here. I mean, these guys are using each other up. Would not think that it's lap 81 of a 250 lap race. Look at Joe Armstrong here trying to make it 3 wide underneath Daniel Falkingham. Christian Kendall was on the outside there.
Well, it goes quick. Keep in mind of these short tracks. I mean, 250 seems like a lot of laps, but they go quickly here, especially, you know, if they get the run going. If they establish the run.
Get the
Saquon
ground
Barkley.
game going.
So I was hearing things. Oh, they're
Joe
3
Armstrong.
wide.
Sending it in there.
Christian Kendall, I haven't talked about him. He just sent it in there 3 wide, got up to 8th with those fresher tires.
Oh, man, and Armstrong's doing such a good job of, if you see his corner entry here, he slides up and then just carves it back down to clip the bottom off of exit. Was able to get around Christian Kendall, and now we'll get around Kevin McAdams, move himself up into the 7th position and try to chase down Jake Nichols in the 6th spot now. And caution out again.
Who is this?
Or what?
What?
Ashley Collins was slow. Was it? Jake Poulin is apologizing over the race chat.
Well, in
Was
21
it? Was
laps. down.
Was
Jake
this an
Pullen-
accidental caution?
Jake
Oh my
Pullen
God.
Oh,
has
Jake.
accidentally called a caution.
Oh, boy. Shades of Cosman.
We have SRX fun flags that have infiltrated the FTF Cup Series.
For you diehard FTF fans, you remember when
Jake Pullen
NR
is
2003.
no longer an admin. He is an admin privilege.
He unadmins himself.
Welcome to FTF, where the drivers sitting on pit road can call cautions. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness
What a
gracious.
I believe that would be caution number 5, 6,
yes.
5.
Number 5.
Who says we can't get phantom debris cautions in iRacing?
Anything is possible in FTF.
I just love the collective confusion of the caution for what?
I'm sitting here scrolling through ATBO. I'm like, who's off the pace? I don't see anybody. And then Jacob's like, and then Jake Pullen's like, I'm so sorry.
Or Jake Pullen goes, or no, I think it was Ben just goes, in the voice chat.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for Ben to unmute and be like, I didn't do it.
What was the initial reactions to that one, Ben? Can we have a comment
Ben,
on
sorry,
that one?
you're in the FTF booth now, Ben.
These things happen.
He's been in here. He's just chilling.
Yeah, he listens. Maximum overchill.
He lurks in here every race. Essentially, we're his extra set of eyes. So if there's trouble and he doesn't see it right away and we do, we're all on the same page. We're coming back to green. Jake Pullen's admin's privileges have been revoked, and away we go. 88 laps complete here at Wilkesboro. Tinsley's still your leader. And, boy, that was quick. All right, back to work.
Keep an eye on Kevin McAdams here. He's on 53-lap old tires up there in 8th, and he's going to have people clamoring to get by him. So early strategy to get him up to the front worked initially, but now he's paying the price for it. He's going to start back.
Really, that unintentional caution, I feel like, is going to hurt him because it puts the rest of the field right at his heels. You'll see Colin Forrester now dive down to the inside, and that's going to open the door then for Van de Sant. He's just going to be kind of in that Tom Wetmore boat where he's just on the defensive for this entire run now.
I didn't know Tom is a boat.
Comes Conklin looking outside, hits the leader once, twice, 3 times trying to get by Wyatt Tinsley, and he's going to do it again. Conklin all over him. Here comes Mercurio. He wrecks him. Tinsley around. Caution is out. Beef at North Wilkesboro. It's what's for dinner.
Number 6.
Wow.
The butterfly effect.
Tempers overflowing.
You block, you pay. But let's see what happens here. So Sean Conklin all over the back of Wyatt. Wyatt takes the defensive line into 3.
Bam.
Sean punts him twice, 3, 4, 5 times. In 3 and 4, gets under him. Wyatt tries to keep him down there, and I'm not taking that if I'm Sean. I don't know about you guys. But he got blocked all the way to the wall. I am Sean. I am another Sean M that's on iRacing. But yeah, if I'm Sean Conklin, I am not taking any of that BS. I mean, Wyatt blocks him all the way down there.
At the same time, I mean, what arc are you supposed to take on this corner too when you're blocked all the way down to the white line? I mean, if you're Wyatt Tinsley, I don't know. I understand being frustrated because he's driving through your bumper the entire lap, but I mean,
Jake,
just get it back.
Can we go back on that a little bit? I want to see the car nearly flipped after clipping the.
Oh, you saw that, huh? Right there.
What a car! Look at that. What a piece of machinery this is. Flips the curb and almost destroys the whole car.
All right. Well, we will get a restart before the end of the stage. Brian Mercurio is your race leader.
Don't mind if I do, says Brian after all that.
Well, yeah, he went to the top side 3 wide, was just able to scoot right on by.
Yeah, after looking at that, I got to say that I don't know why Wyatt was blocking that hard. but I mean,
Well, I mean, to be honest, I feel like, again, from Wyatt's perspective, you're getting driven through the entire lap, and just I feel like that's a moment where he's just kind of letting his tempers get to him.
Oh, wow.
And just sending a message.
Ben puts that on Wyatt. So Ben is
Well,
in agreement with us. Well, me, I guess. Wyatt says he doesn't understand it. I understand it.
I was gonna say.
Well, again, I
but-
mean, if you're Sean Conklin, I mean, there is nowhere that getting blocked there will lead you other than to the quarter panel of Wyatt Tinsley. I mean,
Yeah, Wyatt's got to know that's coming, though. I mean, he's in the Coke series, for God's sakes. I mean, he knows the ins and outs of etiquette here. I mean, if you block someone to the inside wall on the front stretch at a short track, you got to expect to get shipped into the next corner. So, I mean, that's... I don't know. Wyatt's saying he drove through him, but... I mean... I don't know.
I don't know if just because they knew the stage end was coming, that's why the aggression was so high there, but whew.
But do you want to win the stage or do you want to win the race? I mean, that's the thing.
why not both?
Why not both is right, but you got to think, you know, it's got to
Wyatt's
pick your
not.
battles with these.
Might be able to win the race and get back to the front, but not winning the stage. We've got 3 to go in stage 1. Mercurio's on the gas. Green flag. Conklin
David
fighting
Brown.
for second.
Running that high line.
Yeah, this is an insane line to run on that outside. Conklin gets down to the inside. David O'Brown has been doing good on exit, running up there though.
Oh,
Just yeah, that unfortunately.
White flag in stage 1. Looks like they're all going to be chasing Mercurio. Last shot down the backstretch. Brian Mercurio in the 41 will win stage 1 here at North
Hey,
Wilkesboro.
a ticker.
Yeah. How about that?
About it. Jake Nichols there in the 63 fighting for the third spot. In that outside line against Sean Conklin. If Sean wasn't sick of people on the high line already,
Yeah.
this isn't helping.
And if you're Jake Nichols, you have a blueprint on what not to do here to keep Sean Conklin behind you.
Yeah, don't block him to the inside, or you will be sent.
Look at David, though. I mean, David's reeled in Brian Mercurio. Has a good run through 3 and 4. He's going to get to the rear bumper of the Barr Visuals Toyota there.
One thing to get to the bumper, it's another thing to pass him.
Oh, man.
Send it in on that outside.
Right as I was about to say, it was starting to calm down. David
Here it
O'Brown,
goes.
yeah, finally going to get there onto the outside. They'll be side by side down into 3. Again, Mercurio will pull ahead and do a great job on exit. Pulling back in front of the 83. Maybe Jake Nichols can get to the bumper.
Doesn't look like through 3 and 4 there. David couldn't quite get the power down on the outside of Mercurio.
Looks like there's a little more grip on the bottom through 3 and 4. That middle is not quite where it needs to be yet. The top line may be getting a little too hot in 1 and 2. David's moved his line down a little bit. So Brian was able to successfully fend him off for now.
I mean, it is a very unique track in the sense of, especially out of turn number 4, you are driving uphill. It's almost like in its own little cavern or a pit, where, I mean, it can be difficult to drive through that section of the track. And Wonder if this alternate line for David L. Brown just isn't working quite as well down there.
Sean Conklin has locked his left front tire the last 2 laps going into turn 3. He is driving that thing hard in there. Didn't do it that time. He's able to get to the rear bumper of Jake Nichols there, but Mercurio's starting to stretch it a little bit on David. Was about a 10th quicker that last time by. That top line maybe wearing those tires out a little more. And Brian's just doing a good job of weathering the storm and setting sail on these guys.
Nichols joining the party, so is Conklin. At this point, they're now putting the pressure on that 83.
And if I'm David L. Brown, I'm starting to get worried about this turning from a battle to the lead into a battle for second really quick. And you can see Conklin and Nichols even getting side by side amongst themselves. You do not want to let this 41 start getting away. He's got that gap up to almost half a second now.
Conklin trying super hard to stay ahead of Jake. Whew.
Drove it in
smoked.
hard.
Yeah.
1 and 2 there. You saw the run Jake was able to get on him. Here comes Joe Armstrong under Josh Chin just behind these guys. Sean's able to get right back to the rear bumper though at Jake's. So I mean it hasn't been over at all when Sean's in the battle there, but we're seeing this top lane just being so dominant right now in 1 and 2 there. Bottom lane with 3 and 4 is going to be the way to go though. So I am impressed with the way the track has been versatile, but it just seems like up at the front, it seems this middle to wall lane in 1 and 2 has been the way to go.
It's not exactly something that you're expecting to say either, especially at a place like North Wilkesboro. But
Right.
I mean, yeah, David L. Brown, it gets back up to the high side there, but it really felt like Mercurio started to pull away once he hopped into line with him. And
David was faster than Brian the last time by. Brian ran a 19.928, David a 9.01.
faster again that time, too. Close that gap down to about 0.3 of a second, and it fluctuates back up to right around half a second.
Yeah, last time Mercurio faster though.
Oh, the typical Edwin Diaz adventure is over. Allowed the first 2 runners on in the 9th and then struck out the next 3 batters. Make it stop.
Hey, if you want Jordan Romano.
I'm good.
Are you sure? He's great as long as you don't want him to close games.
He's a great pitcher when he doesn't pitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, as long as he's not standing on the mound, he's an awesome pitcher.
Let's get a Wyatt Tinsley update for those of you that are paying attention to where he is after he got the penalty for causing the wreck with him and Conklin. He is in the typical mid-pack hornet's nest back here, P21 right now for Wyatt, and it's not looking good in front of him. He's got to tiptoe his way through this.
I mean, Wetmore, Hop, Art Reimer, Dahari. I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, maybe try going all the way up towards the wall. Yeah,
That's
and he's
tough.
smart to get out of that real quick. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's just North Wilkesboro, you run out of room, Jacob.
Yeah, he's got now Dubois to his inside. Really got boxed into the middle 3 wide. Now he has some freedom to move around again. Goes to the bottom, gets by Art Reimer in the 39. And now can focus on Wetmore and Dahari.
You get to take a breath after getting through there, but he's going to try to shoot the middle here. not quite there for Wyatt, but I'm very impressed with how patient he's being with this. He's not forcing the issue with anything. He put his penalty behind him. He's still got time, just over 100 laps to get back up there, but he's going to catch a couple of cautions and be there at the end. But definitely an impressive recovery effort so far by Wyatt.
And it's really good that you mentioned that, Sean, because I feel like a lot of guys would be forcing the issue, just try to get it back up to the front as quick as possible and put yourself in compromising positions. But yeah, Wyatt is doing a great job, not even really using the bumper, just slowly navigating his way through this traffic. And he'll find himself up inside the top 15 once he gets past this next car, Cosmonaut Eshu.
What's the word? Methodical. Blade picking his way up through there.
What is this, Madden? Love dropping the methodical drive.
And the quarterback. Oh, Joe Armstrong trying to slide it.
Driving it like a dump truck. Yeah.
Wow, what a reference.
Yeah. Side by side, here's Tinsley getting by Cosmo without a problem. That puts Tinsley into the top 15. Past Lance Hill.
Look at Frisch right ahead of him. I can't believe how close he's getting to the wall in 1 and 2. He's been the closest one by far out of everybody up there, and he just refuses to run the low side anywhere. I want to see if he can somehow get closer than he was last time. Enters a lane below the top, follows the lineup, diamonds it back down. Does it save tires? Who knows? Is it fun? Sure. But here comes Wyatt.
On about 30 lap fresher tires is Wyatt, and there he goes.
See you later. Thanks for coming.
Laps complete. Brian Mercurio still leading the way. Nichols trying to close in on David L. Brown still for this second spot. For the most part, it has calmed down at the very front of the field. You've got Daniel Falkingham trying to reel in Christian Kendall here. This will be for 7th.
And I didn't want to be the one that said it, because I feel like as soon as you use that C word is when we see things start happening. But yeah, I mean, not so much as, a car side by side right now. As soon as I say that, actually, Jake Nichols dives down to the inside of David L. Brown, but that's not a battle for very long. Falkingham and Kendall continuing their battle for 7th.
Dare I say we have a spread out field at North Wilkesboro?
You said it.
Said the thing.
Please don't jinx it.
Come on, Ben. You know you want to press a button in a little bit.
I was about to say,
you're
Ben,
getting bored over there too.
We've thrown cautions for less tonight, so.
On accident.
Yeah, give Jake his admin back really quick. I want to see something.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
Does that caution button still work?
Yeah,
Is your arm itching?
What does
Like I said, these
exclamation
things
yellow
happen.
do?
Sometimes you accidentally press the button.
Really get to talking about sports and keeping the people entertained. The only way we know how.
It's true.
Christian Kendall and Daniel Falkingham still side by side.
Yeah, they're keeping us entertained right now. For 7th.
They're doing a great job.
Man, Falkingham's got to be steaming right now. What do I have to do to get by this guy?
This is what I'm talking about with that high line in 1 and 2. It just gets so annoying when you're faster than somebody, but you just can't get the momentum off the corner to get by him. I don't want to say they might have to resort to physicality here, but it looks like Christian's finally going to surrender it. Maybe.
Well, yeah, Falkingham got loose.
There it goes. That's going to do it right there.
Ronnie Osmer following him through, maybe.
Good run for Ronnie. P9
Yeah.
started 38th. Our biggest
There was some
mover.
joking around in the Discord before the race. Ronnie spun a couple times on his qualifying lap, and I reported it to our channel that I was in, and one of the other drivers in there said, "Water is wet," after I said that. So good recovery there for Ronnie. Hopefully he can keep this top 10 pace going. But another battle just ahead of these guys. Joe Armstrong and Sean Conklin are just side by side. And Joe is all over the back of Sean here. So we're going to see if Joe is maybe going to use that bumper to get around him.
Looks like Jake Nichols has caught up again to David L. Brown. They're side by side just up the road. You can see as we're on board with Joe.
Stuff is happening.
Staying side by side just up in front of him. Nope, not that one. 63.
Caution's out.
63, not 53.
That's
My
why,
bad.
that's why the car's yellow.
Oh, what a send by Jake there. He's going to make this pass, I think. Yeah, David's going to fall in behind him. So Jake comes over the radio. Thanks, David. But finally, someone passes David on the bottom lane in 1 and 2.
And I don't want to sound any alarms, but while all this has been happening, Wyatt Tinsley has continued his ascent. He's broken up into the top 10 now in 9th. So
Nice.
just ahead of him, he has Ronnie Osmer, Daniel Falkingham, Josh Chin, Joe Armstrong, and then Sean Conklin kind of at the front of this group that Tinsley has just joined.
Past the halfway point here at North Wilkesboro, closing in on just 100 laps to go. Brian Mercurio has led a fair amount in this portion of the race. White Tinsley led early and often, and then after some contact between himself and Sean M. Conklin sent him to the back of the field. He's worked his way back to the top 10 on this long green flag run, the longest run we've had tonight. Battle. Sean Rowe,
Yes.
Lance Hill.
These are starting to heat up again. They were, at least, between Joe Armstrong and Sean Conklin. It died out in the time that I queued that sentence up.
I was looking at that. I mean, I was going to call it out too, but I was going to wait and see what happened to it. Or Justin Malillo action there you saw.
Yep. Now here's Wyatt around the outside of Falkingham. I'm up to 7th.
Ooh, I think Conklin there up in 4th as this battle's continued. Joe Armstrong's doing a great job at getting down to the inside. That's exactly what he did in turns 3 and 4. He's leaving just enough space to where Armstrong has the opportunity to shove that nose in. They make contact. Big move from the 022. He'll take the spot, but Conklin trying to fight back on the outside as they cross the stripe and go back down into turns 1 and 2.
And here comes Tinsley. Sean's in the wall there. You see, I would think so.
I don't know if he'll be as patient as we were talking earlier with that specific 54 Napa machine.
Then
Now-
get ready, potentially.
Now, Wyatt has to remember, he already has one caused accident. The second one, he's parked. So
You can move him
if
without
he-
causing an accident.
True.
Sure. By the way, Seth Knoll just pitted. That was a scheduled stop. We've already, for most of these guys, it's been 88 laps since they were last on pit road. Kevin McAdams does the same. It's been more than 100 for those guys. Remember, they stayed out under that last caution flag.
They would hate to see a caution right now with those.
Yeah.
You lose at least 2 laps on pit road here, under green. Has an FTF race at North Wilkesboro ever seen green flag pit stops?
Don't say that now.
I don't know the answer to that question because we've only come here, what, twice?
Do we have a sports almanac here that we can reference?
We might be able to
The
look
GNS
into
series
it.
has come here. Back in the day.
Well, I doubt the GNS series has gone caution-free.
I was about to say,
that long.
that's not a lot of hope for that one. All right, here we go. Wyatt and Sean V2.
They're being nice.
Yeah. Civil for now.
Gonna have some lap traffic in the way, really expedite this process, and Conklin's gonna oh man, chop the nose off the 020. Tinsley delivers 1-2 shots. Looked more of just a, hey, I'm here. We'll get side by side again, and Conklin just with too much drive off on the high side. Tinsley will switch with him, go up to that middle groove. This is not a very good recipe with...
Just let him go,
forward.
Sean.
Yeah, that front bumper keeps getting in places
man.
I don't know that you want it to be, Sean.
Oh, a little Doran going down to turn 3 there. Wyatt should have him here now. If Sean crosses him over, I'm going to be sick.
Sean!
Oh,
he did hit him!
Gonna get him!
And Conklin winds up in the wall himself. I think that was just a racing deal right there.
I think so too. It looks like both those guys got a little loose off the corner trying to get the power down.
Well, yeah, it looked like Conklin, instead of letting the 020 clear him, gassed it to try to stick on the quarter panel. And
let's take a look.
I mean, this is where you got to just have awareness here. I mean, you know Wyatt's got a lot of pressure tires than you do. It doesn't make sense to just keep racing him like this because he's going to get by you anyway. So you look at here, Wyatt, unless he back end's coming out a little there, loses it a bit. Sean comes off the wall actually a bit and clips Wyatt and then just sends himself back up into the wall. So I would say that was more initiated by Sean than Wyatt. By the way, Jacob, walk-off sacrifice fly for Francisco Lindor. Mets win 3-2.
Incredible. Of course, it's Lindor.
Yep.
Well, Tinsley gets by Joe Armstrong, parks the bus right in front of him, move Tinsley to 4th. He's got nearly 2 seconds to make up with David L. Brown. Some cars are coming to pit road. Cosman is one of them right now. But still for your leaders, probably another 10 laps maybe before they make the call to come to pit road. Colin Forrester is coming this for time. Same strategy as the leaders, so the window open with 89 to go, and you pit here, you're able to make it to the end.
If this goes green, I'm curious to see where Wyatt and Daniel Falkingham, if they do need to pit, when they do, because Wyatt's currently on lap 67 of his stint. He probably can make it the rest of the way. So the penalty might be a blessing in disguise for Wyatt if this thing goes green. I will be shocked if it does.
oh my goodness, I've been looking at Sean Conklin here, and Ryan Araki is one of the cars that just came down. I mean, an absolute bullet right now in that 00.
Josh Chin, somebody inside the top 10 coming to pit road. Here's Araki.
Yeah, Ryan's not one of those guys who want to aggravate in these races. He will take action. As me and Caleb saw when he got past Sean Conklin there. I love Josh Chin's pit message in the race chat. I am having a pit in all capital letters. Really drives the point home.
How many cautions have we had tonight? 6?
6. Yes. So if
Sean
you chose
Conklin
the
comes to pit road. Well,
you chose the under on the 15, you are looking good right now.
We've had 2 races here before in the Cup Series, each of the last 2 years. 10 cautions in 2023, 16 cautions a year ago, as you saw Conklin overshoot his box and have to back up. So with only 6 tonight, we are on pace, believe it or not, pretty much for an average night, all things considered.
So you're looking above average one now. Only at 6, with under 100 to go.
You guys are.
Well,
We're
but
trying our
on this-
best here. but-
On this long run, we are clicking off laps. I mean, we'll see how things play out, but we've also
Currently-
seen this be a theme this year, Sean, where we've had some very long green flag runs to end races.
Mm-hmm. See, I mean, none in the next gen, I don't think. I mean, we've had maybe 1 or 2. The 87 races have had long runs to end the races, so
Yeah.
this is one of the few. Oh, my goodness, Ryan Naraki put the bumper to Brian Mercurio in 3 and 4.
That's the leader.
That's the leader. But currently 20 cars on the lead lap so far. The last one on the lead lap, that 37 of Justin Malillo.
Man, Malillo about got wrecked.
Being hectic and in the way. We're changing slow to hectic.
Christian Kendall.
Oh, he's
on
going to
pit
motor
road.
it off the high side there, Justin.
I believe that's
Oh,
a wall
man.
ride.
Yep. Don't look at how he was fastest in practice before the race.
Yeah. Totally legit. Ronnie Osmer
Legitimate
on
lap.
pit road.
Flat flying. Jake Nichols pitting.
Comes.
Oh, wow. That was a hectic entry there. Pit road will sneak up on you, especially if you have one of the first stalls in there. Chris Wetz is in.
And if you don't tell everybody you're coming too, that could be disastrous. Here's your race
yeah.
leader. Brian Mercurio is in. David L. Brown will join him. Wyatt Tinsley, remember, on a different strategy. He can go another 30 laps. He will still have to come to pit road, though.
I think what'll be interesting here is whether or not Tinsley wants to hit right now, I guess, and be on the same cycle with everybody else, or if he wants to stay here. And the downside is going to be he is going to be just bleeding lap time. Like, I mean, you saw what Ryan Naraki was doing on some of those fresh tires, and
there's a battle actually for the net lead right now. Brian Mercurio and Jake Nichols are right by each other. There you see, that's going to be an overall lead right there when this all cycles out. So Jake was able to kind of perform the undercut there, so we'll see if he can stay in front of Brian. Hit him right behind Phillip right here, and it works to perfection. Gets himself some breathing room there, and they have a hornet's nest to get through. Wyatt Tinsley's there. They're unlapping themselves. Kevin McAdams, Nathan Rabideau there, Sean Conklin. Oh, Brian takes the high side. That's a smart move there. Kevin McAdams is a pick. That's going to work for Brian, I think. Oh, man.
Look out, Justin. Only so
Pick a
many
lane,
places
pal.
he can go.
Oh, man. What an art this is to getting through lap traffic. So Jake's hope right now is that the tires equal out as Brian is trying to get by these guys. But, man, this has been an interesting cycle of pit stops here.
Frisch was just on pit road. Make his stop. So far, I don't think we've had any speeding penalties. Everybody's been pretty behaved.
oh man, Brian Sabelski right ahead of this group. Made contact with Contreras and almost sent the 092 around.
Oh man, Conklin.
Conklin is being the linebacker right now for these guys.
And remember, Conklin has already stopped. Josh Chin would cycle out to be the race leader. This would be second on back here, minus the M&M's car.
Oh, man.
Oh!
A moment for Jake off of turn 4. What a save.
And Mercurio's going to send it 3 wide.
Oh, man. They're not done yet. They're still all right here.
This is for position, mind you. Sean Conklin is in 7th. He's on 15 lap old tires. Wyatt coming in. He announces he's pitting.
Sean Rowe just stopped as well. So here's Wyatt. I will likely hand the lead over to Josh Chin once Falkingham and Wetmore pit. Falkingham will stay out for at least one more lap. Wetmore as well.
Oh,
no! Wilkerson!
Caution is out. Oh, no. Jacob Wilkerson. Self-spun it going into turn 1 in front of the pack. Oh, man.
Well,
that comes at an interesting time for Wyatt Tinsley, who was
awful
on pit road.
timing for Wyatt. He is the first car 1 lap down.
you can use the wave around.
What
I didn't
happened
see
there?
anything with this, Caleb. I mean, it looked like he just overcooked it going into 1.
It's what it feels like. You can see out of control there, but I think maybe just lost the back end under braking.
Oh, and almost took Conklin with him. Great save by Conklin because there was contact after that 430 had already gone around.
Well, he was loose coming off of 4 there, you saw, and that just heated the rear tires up, and that yeeted the car. Forget I said that, but nonetheless, we're under caution.
Conklin decides to pit. Now, he was already on pit road.
That's
So
an
you
interesting
have
call.
Mixed strategy, and what this will do. So Nichols leads.
He comes out
Falkingham,
10th.
Wetmore, Chin, because so many guys were lapped down. Kevin McAdams is in the catbird seat here. Seth Knoll. Remember the goofy strategies they were on? They now have fresh tires, are on the lead lap, and just outside the top 10. Wyatt Tinsley is 6th.
Wow.
And on the lead lap.
Oh my goodness.
Somehow,
What a time.
this has played perfectly into the hands of driver 020. Jake Nichols, your leader. Mercurio, David L. Brown, Joe Armstrong, and Alex Van de Sant staying out. Tinsley as well, essentially just coming off of pit road.
I don't know about you, Caleb, but this may be where we lose this field because everybody is on. There's so many different tire strategies right now. Everyone's going to be clamoring. There's going to be no more give and take. It's just going to be all take for these guys, and we may see the cautions ramp up to end this.
Yeah, this feels like the caution that kind of sends us into oblivion because. Yeah, we have, I mean, so many up here at the front, and especially as laps continue to dwindle down, only 63 to go.
Lights out atop the pace truck. Gonna restart with 61 laps to go.
If you took the over, it's not looking as bad now.
I tell you what,
Why
Wyatt Tinsley.
don't say that?
Tinsley got moved to the back of the field.
He was the lucky dog.
Yeah, so he's been slid back to 18th. Nichols on the gas. We're back to green with 61 laps to go. 4 fresh tires for Falkingham. He dives to the bottom. He wants to get to the front as quick as possible. Josh Chin's up and into the wall. We stay green. If you can keep it up there.
And make sure nobody else throughout the rest of the field. No stack ups, anything like that. We stay green. Back to Falkingham. Oh, 1 car. That was Wetmore hard into the outside wall.
Keeps it green.
David Brown and Joe Armstrong just ahead of these guys. They are close to each other. David, I think, is going to let him go. They were banging doors off of turn 2. Falkingham to the inside of David Brown. That's fourth. David pinching like crazy off of that top lane. Not working as well as it was before, though, Caleb. I mean, he's lost 2 spots running up there.
Yeah, no, and I mean, this track overall hasn't changed a ton. I mean, we have a lot more of direct sunlight on it right now. But yeah, I'm really perplexed as to why that outside lane hasn't been as effective in the second half of this race, it feels like. Falkingham on the fresh tires, however, going to just drive around Joe Armstrong, and he's going to, I mean, be right at the back bumper of second place Brian Mercurio here any second. Down the backstretch and into 3.
He's about half a second back from the top 2. Right, Tinsley, by the way, struggling to move his way up to the front. Stuck in 17th, mired back in traffic.
Oh, and
Oh, man.
yeah, Rabideau made contact with Tinsley. Tinsley had to gather it back up. And again, with only 55 laps to go, you don't have time for this. You might have to start using that bumper if you want to get back up to the front.
Also got to be careful, too, though. We mentioned earlier he does have a wreck called on him earlier, so if he does use the bumper, he's got to be sure to use it gently, if there is such a thing, to get himself through this field. And if he doesn't, if he ends up wrecking somebody, he's going to be parked for the rest of this race.
Conklin and Joe Armstrong side by side for 4th. We have trouble. Ronnie Osmer is around the back straightaway. May have kept it off the inside wall. We stay green. Meanwhile, Falkingham and Mercurio side by side
Sean
for
Rowe
second.
is wrecking.
Not much of a battle. The caution's out for Rowe around in turn 4.
It's the second wreck Sean has been in.
Yeah, this one is something. Watch this.
Oh,
Contreras.
Got the curb.
Yeah.
Oh, and Wyatt Tinsley sneaking by on the outside. Watch this from Wyatt's point of view, maybe.
Alden Contreras in the 092, the M&M's car, just gets right on the apron or curbing there. Ooh. Is that Frisch sneaking by, or that's Wyatt sneaking by?
Yep.
But oh man. Wyatt has just gotten
pit stops.
Everything thrown at him in this race.
Here come the leaders. But not all of the leaders. Jake Nichols stays out. But just about half the field decides to come down pit road. Falkingham takes 2 tires, so does Conklin.
Tinsley stays out.
He's 6th. Right behind Philip McCandless. Falkingham comes out 8th. 7 cars choose to stay out. With 50 to go, I'm not sure I like the call for 2 tires necessarily.
Track position.
Yeah.
No faith in the field.
Fair enough. But are you going to have the benefit of 2 tires compared to the guys that are on 4 that are a little bit older? You haven't really seen anybody take 2 tires tonight.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't give up the track position to take 2 tires. Like if you're going to give it up, might as well just go all out and take 4 at this point, right? But I mean, maybe you can look at Wyatt Tinsley, who is back up in 6th now after restarting 18th. But even then, the majority of that is because the leaders came down. He wasn't making up much time at all during that green flag stint. And especially if we get into a cycle of cautions here, I mean, it's going to be pointless to have given up that track position.
Pointless, says Caleb.
Sorry, it was a little, I guess you can say, pointed language.
Wow. Eighth caution flag of the night. Record at this racetrack is 16. Not that we need to hit that.
The record in the series, 34.
Which we will not hit tonight, thankfully. Save that for another week.
Yep. Remember that race like it was yesterday.
Thankfully, that was a bottom split presentation, so I was not subject to those horrors.
But I was.
47 laps to go. Green flag. Jake Nichols, leader. Daniel Falkingham, first car, 2 tires. He's in 8th. First car on 4 is Mercurio, and they are fanning out through turn 2. Conklin trying to go up the middle.
Starting to get stacked up. I'd be really worried about that with Falkingham, especially here as he's boxed in. He's got cars all around him. Contacting Conklin into the outside wall for just a second. They're going to cycle McCandless up and out of the groove.
Keep an eye on Christian Kendall up there. He's got the freshest tires.
Back straightaway, we stay green.
Kendall working his way into 4th. Right to the back bumper at Kevin McAdams there. He's got a little bit. Oh, no, they're on the same tires. My apologies. Oh, look at David Brown back there trying to body Philip McCandless out of the way. This will certainly end well.
And Joe Armstrong on the inside. He's had a few tonight.
Oh, there they go.
There he
Took
goes.
him out. Into the wall. It's the big one in turn 3. Even if it's just a 3-car crash, Josh Chin with some damage. But it's Armstrong and David L. Brown, the 2 biggest victims in all that. Caution number 9. Alex Van de Sant also around in this.
I think Brian Mercurio got a piece of it too.
Yeah. He was one of the first guys on 4 fresh tires from high above.
Joe Armstrong goes to the bottom. Does he wash up into them here, trying to clear? A little
David
bit.
Bounced off of McCandless, though. Did you see that? Kind of got squeezed in, hip checked off of Phillip, and then wound up bouncing back down into Armstrong here from onboard David.
A lot of layers to this one.
Yep. Bam, bam. And then gets hooked. That's where Van de Sant gets involved. Oh, he gets clipped right at the end as well by Armstrong. So a multi-car crash brings the caution flag out. Jake Nichols is still your race leader. First car on 2 tires is Conklin in 6th. First car on 4 fresh tires. You have to go back to Mercurio, who has a little bit of damage. He's in 9th. I agree. This is Sean's fault.
I'm just an average WWE fan nowadays.
As a result of that wreck, Joe Armstrong is at wreck score. Sounds like a stop and go penalty.
So they're going to put that on Joe, I guess, for the squeeze there.
Sounds like.
Are out. Dump pace car.
Joe is getting his position back. The wreck has been determined that it was more net code. But I think Joe has chosen to stay where he is.
That may be something they look at post-race. Pace trucks in, 37 to go. Green flag. Jake Nichols is gone. A slow start there from Kevin McAdams. It bunches the rest of the field up to turn number 1. Nichols and Knoll get away. And there was a point there on that last run where I thought Knoll might have a shot to set Jake Nichols up for the pass. Just ran out of time before the caution.
And that's really going to set the tone for this run as everybody is on top of each other right now. And you can see Christian Kindle and Kevin McAdams as they get side by side. Conklin, Wyatt Tinsley together once again. Falkingham in this group as well. 35 to go to figure this thing out. Conklin looks like he was maybe going to go for the middle.
Oh, trouble, turn 4. Jaden Hopp.
We are still green. Hop keeps
Oh, and
it
Christian
rolling.
Kendall's going to get turned around off
He
the nose
saved
of
it.
Conklin. Wow.
It's happening too quick.
Oh, and now another one around Rabideau. That's a single car. Keeps it straight. How in the... Cosman, P8. Where did he come from? I thought I misclicked.
Yeah, it's about to happen again, though, between Falkingham and Tinsley. Falkingham all over the back bumper of the 020. Looks like Tinsley's going to give him some space, and probably for the best with 33 laps to go. You get spun at this point, it's over for you.
Look at Seth Knoll, though. He's caught Jake Nichols up there for the lead. Jake on 46 lap-old tires, Seth on 33 lap-old tires, but Sean Conklin and Kevin McAdams are side by side behind him. Kevin running him up the track. If Sean can get by Kevin, he has 20 lap-old tires, so he would have the freshest tires up there in the top 3.
Conklin took 2 tires a couple of cautions ago. Now has the time to hunt down Nichols and Knoll.
What a race Sean Conklin has had. He was a pin cushion for the mid part of the race for a little bit. Caused some trouble. Got some retaliation back to him, but now he finds himself with a chance to win this thing.
And I mean, especially if the trend continues tonight where we see guys start to get physical with one another, and I would absolutely expect it between these two and Jake Nichols and Seth Knoll. Has the opportunity there to get to the bumper, but doesn't quite go there yet.
Hornet's Nest.
We need a double box. Here comes Seth for the lead into turn 3.
Washed up.
Oh, and
contact. Here comes Conklin. Side by side. Nichols with the better launch off.
You'll see Seth is going to squeeze Nichols, and while they're side by side, Conklin's going to get right into this group. Oh, and Seth Knoll's going to drive it in deep. Nichols makes contact with that outside quarter panel. Knoll is clear, and that opens the door for Conklin for second.
Seth, the winner of the Barr Visuals FTF 500, looking for his second career win. Nichols and Conklin looking for their first in the Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series. Coming to 25 laps to go.
Conklin is clear. We're going to see what he could do with these 2 fresher tires, 2 right side tires, how big of a difference they will make. And Seth is on lap 40 of his 4 tires right now, and Sean is on 26 lap-old right side tires. It's proven to be very effective right now, though. He's got a lot of grip as he looks underneath. Seth for the lead off of 2.
Broke his ankles into turn 1. Little twitch from Knoll. Here's Conklin to the inside for the lead. Coming to 23 laps to go. give Conklin the advantage. He has the nose out in front.
Oh!
Contact to 1.
And I believe Daniel Falkingham behind them has 4 fresh tires. Conklin has the same laps on his 2, but Daniel Falkingham has the same laps on his 4. So I think Falkingham's not out of this either.
2 tires for Falkingham. It's Mercurio that's on 4, right behind him. Nichols slips up. Here's Falkingham to the inside. The battle for the lead continues, but not for long. Conklin is gone.
Oh,
Falkingham
geez.
clear for 3rd.
And I mean, Conklin has done a fantastic job here to get this gap up to almost half a second and build that buffer. I mean, if you can maintain that, it's going to be hard to just even get to him if you're one of these guys behind Seth Knoll. I mean, Mercurio is driving through these guys right now. But even then, he's 1.5 seconds back of your leader. Off of 4 and clear of Jake Nichols, and now has to go to work on 3rd place Daniel Falkingham.
Brian is
on board with
flying,
him.
though.
Yep.
He's getting through 3 and 4 so much better than everybody in front of him. He's just got to have stuff go his way to have a chance to get up there. But Brian is by far the fastest out of the top 5 right now.
At the line, Mercurio about a 10th and a
A
half
775.
Yeah.
Everyone else is in the 9s ahead of him.
About a 10th and a half faster than Conklin. Nearly 0.2 faster than Knoll. Falkingham, while he was faster, I think now that he caught Knoll, he's lost a little bit of time. 18 to go.
Brian Mercurio, the world's happiest Jets fan, would love to put that thing in victory lane.
And I mean, talked about it a lot last week, but this would continue the trend. If anybody except Seth Knoll were to win tonight, we would have our 7th different winner in 7 races. Conklin, Falkingham, and Mercurio trying to add their lists to that group. Seth Knoll, I thought, had a great shot at it being the first repeat winner of the year, but that car is just fading right now. I mean, here comes Falkingham and Mercurio applying pressure, and both of them need to get around this one car quick if they want to have a chance to get back up to Conklin, who's almost a second out in front now.
Falkingham almost clear, but Mercurio is on the back door. Falkingham's clear, 15 to go. Here comes Mercurio. He can't waste too much time trying to get by the 1. He's clear.
Yeah, Brian's got to make something happen. I mean, Daniel's going to be just as fast as him. Sean Conklin's in a little bit of lap traffic right now. That might slow him up a little bit. But Brian's really got to get by Daniel Falkingham in the next 2 laps to have a chance.
It's by Van de Sant without an issue, does Conklin. It's empty racetrack in front of him. The gap is 0.6 of a second between Conklin and Falkingham, so they were able to eat a little bit of time.
Alex needs to get out of the way here. He just needs not to be a factor into this, and he does.
That last time by, though, the top 3 identical lap times, all in the 20s. Seth Knoll way up the racetrack in 3 and 4. Kevin McAdams will get by both him and Tinsley. Put McAdams into the 4th spot. Knoll and Tinsley side by side. Frisch is there as well.
And I really wonder if there's any opportunity here from Falkingham or Mercurio. I mean, Conklin's been pretty committed to that outside lane, and we were mentioning earlier how it didn't seem to be as effective, and Brian Mercurio even just tried to go up to that outside lane and basically to no avail at this point. So, I mean, Conklin right now, though, he's, again, maintaining this cushion, has kept it right at about 7/10, give or take a 10th or 2. Just needs to continue to log laps off as we get to 10 to go.
A lot of lap traffic ahead of Sean Conklin, though. Only 3 cars there, but that's all. 1 is all it takes for that deficit to shrink. Got Scotty Smith up there looking on board with Sean, what he sees. But yeah, you're right. You're right, Caleb, on that high line. I mean, we saw Brian try to run it. He got to the outside of Daniel in 1 and 2, but the grip was just not there on exit. So all Sean, I think, needs to do, I think Brian's burnt his tires up more than he wanted to. All he has to do is just stay consistent and smooth, and he might have this thing.
And I mean, that's the big thing. Just don't Alex Bowman yourself here and make a mistake. Sorry.
Apologies to all 2 Alex Bowman fans out there that heard that.
7 to go here for Conklin.
Brian and Daniel were still faster than Sean was that last lap.
Yeah.
It might not be over, but I don't know if they got to get to him first and then pass him in 6 laps, and that is a tall task.
Well, the problem, too, is they're just not fast enough compared to Conklin. They're faster than them, but just not by enough to make a difference coming to 5 to go.
And ultimately, that's what it comes down to. I mean, with only 5 laps to go now, they would need to make up around a 10th a lap. And again, it's just, I think, too tall of a task right now, unless you're Daniel Falkingham and you just absolutely send it into turn 3 with no intention of making the corner. And that's its own can of worms.
Man, if only that would happen to someone else besides me on the service. That would be nice. It would really stink for a Sean M to be leading a race and the guy in second just throws it into turn 3 without any care in the world of what he does to him.
I need us to stop manifesting cautions into existence right now with 3 laps to go. Just
3 to go. It's Nathan Rabideau, the lap car ahead of Conklin. Still a half second ahead of Daniel Falkingham. Rabideau a little in the way of Conklin there, perhaps off of turn 2. Allows Falkingham to close in a little more. Now in the way of Falkingham with 2 to go. That might be the race right there.
I don't know.
4 tenths. Coming back to the white flag. New paint scheme for Conklin this week. White flag in the wind. 1 more lap to go. Falkingham a little sideways there off 4.
He needs to be close enough at least for a send, but that's the only hope for Falkingham. We'll see what he does in the 3.
Sean M. Conklin has only had 1 top 5 in the Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series until tonight. Sean M. Conklin's going to victory lane. He wins the Fall Spring 400 at North Wilkesboro.
And a heck of a drive from Conklin there. And oh, no.
Oh, that is beef. That is beef. Been cooking for more than 100 laps.
Oh, man.
Tinsley, by the way, finished 5th. And Conklin just parks it right at the start-finish line. No burnout required for driver 54. Sean Conklin, the winner tonight. Daniel Falkingham, 2nd. Brian Mercurio comes home 3rd. Kevin McAdams, 4th. Wyatt Tinsley, 5th. Frisch in 6th. Seth Knoll, 7th. Josh Chin, 8th. Jake Nichols, 9th. And Ronnie Osmer, the biggest mover of the race, up 28 spots from the drop of the green flag. 38th to P10, Caleb.
Yeah, 11th will be Ashley Kolinick. She had to make a rebound after getting trapped a lap down at one point. Cosmonaut Eshu in 12th. Tom Wetmore in 13th, up from 34th. David L. Brown in 14th. Tyler Dubois in 15th. Phil McCandless 16th. Christian Kindle in 17th. Jaden Hopp in 18th. Joe Armstrong 19th. And Justin Malillo in 20th, Sean.
Lance Hill will come home 21st. Ryan Naraki 22nd. Gabriel Dohari 23rd. Sean Rowe 24th. Aldam Contreras 25th. Art Reimer will come back home in 26th. Brian Sabelski 27th. Brett Pancari 28th. Nathan Rabideau 29th. Alexander Van de Sant in 30th. And we'll just go on all the way down. Scotty Smith, Chris Wetz, Jacob Wilkerson, Colin Forrester, David Cabrera, Jake Poulin with the caution of the year. Paul Mikolajczyk, Cole Freyla, Kyle Merkel, and Eric LeBombard put it on the truck before the race started. Finishes last and 40th.
Sean M. Conklin is a winner in the Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series for the first time. And yeah, I know you won the you won your way into the Barr Visuals FTF 500 earlier this year. This one, though, matters for points. And Sean, congratulations. It took a couple of restarts there down the stretch. What'd you have to do to hold off the folks behind you that were on, well, the same amount of tires as you?
Yeah, I definitely burned out the right front there on that last run, getting through the field. But I just want to start off and apologize to anybody that's watching this that was involved in any incidents with me. Definitely not what I want to do. I want to hold myself to a higher standard and not race like that. It's just made a bunch of dumb mistakes and got into some people, and that cost them their race. So I just want to apologize there. Just gonna keep trying to work on that, race cleaner. But yeah, it was definitely an up and down race. There was a few runs we went forward, a few runs we went backward. But there at the end, just tried to get the lead and pull away. Probably could have saved a little bit more once I got the lead, but I've tried to push real hard, burnt the right front off, but they were catching me at the end, but we were able to hold it off.
Let's flash back to earlier in the race, close to the end of stage one, racing hard for the lead with Wyatt Tinsley. A little bit of contact. You were faster than the 20. He takes you down to the inside of the racetrack going into turn number one, and then there's contact. How did it pan out from your point of view?
On my end, I mean, going back and looking at the replay, I absolutely drove through Wyatt the corner before. It just wasn't my intention. I was just trying to give him one bump and then get off him, see if I can move him up the track and then get under him. But both times I got him loose by doing that, and I could definitely see his frustration. And then going down into one, I had all the intention of backing out, but one, I did it too late and I was way too low on the track. So that just goes back to me being smarter in some of these races. I definitely want to do that. And yeah, definitely not my intention. Apologize to him. Just a bad deal there.
Well, we go from one short track to another. We head to Bristol Motor Speedway next week. You like your chances to go back-to-back and become the first repeat winner of 2025?
I mean, we'll try. We'll be there. And at the end of the day, super excited to get this win, first win here. Had a really, it's been a really not great season. Just seemed like everything was going wrong. But glad we were able to pick up the win here, boost us back up in points a little bit, and keep charging throughout the rest of the season.
Sean M. Conklin, your winner tonight at North Wilkesboro. Sean, thanks for your time and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
Sean M. Conklin, the winner. We turn now to the driver that finished P2, Daniel Falkingham, coming up just short for the second straight night. He's with Caleb.
And here with Daniel Falkingham, and it seems like on that last run, the two tires just weren't enough. Do you think maybe you could have gotten around, guys like Seth Nolan, Jake Nichols there quicker, or what could you have done to end up in victory lane?
Yeah, definitely. What I could have done better was not let Sean get around me on the restart. We did take tires because I was the first guy in tires out of everyone that pitted with like 50 to go or whatever. But I don't know. I didn't have the same grip that Sean did on the restart. I just felt like when I would try to apply the gas or whatever, I just couldn't go anywhere. And I locked up into turn 3, which allowed him to get around me. Then the caution came out like literally the lap after that. So yeah, us letting Sean get around us in the first place on one of the restarts pretty much sealed our fate. But I'm still happy with the comeback we had tonight, considering we had to drive from the back like 2 separate times, whatnot. One of them for getting Newell, which I got to apologize to Joe, was giving him a little bump in 3 and 4, and it just spun him out like that. So like that was really weird from my perspective. But just want to apologize to him for that. But nah, definitely could have done a lot of stuff better there. But I'm happy we even made the comeback the way we did, thankfully with getting a caution flag in the middle of the green flag cycle while we were leading and whatnot. So wasn't a total loss, but definitely could have been better.
Yeah, well, even then, still a great points day for you. You were 6 coming in after a little bit of a slide after Homestead, but with the win on the season, looking up, we got Bristol, Talladega, Texas, a few of the tracks coming up, all with the next gen. How are you feeling about that portion of the schedule?
Yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to Talladega. Love me some super speedway racing, and Bristol. Bristol's always been a good track for me. It seems like in the past. So, but we'll see that all goes down and whatnot. But looking forward to the next few races. But definitely next time we get in an 87 car, I definitely got to improve my driving there, because that's where we've lost a lot of points from those 87 races, just because we haven't been so hot there. But now looking forward to these next couple of races to try to make up the points and try to get some more points in like the driver's standings. But glad I could help out Art tonight in his EPB Toyota. Glad I could get him, help him out with some owner points tonight. And I'm glad he could take over for me while I was helping get some points for him tonight. But yeah, looking forward to the next part of the schedule.
So second place, Daniel Falkingham. Good points day for the driver, the number 49.
Yep. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Thanks to all the admins, Justin, and everybody. And one more shout out to EPB Internet. And yeah, that's about it.
Move him out of there, and yeah, good run for the 49 tonight.
About the driver that came home third, Brian Mercurio at one point thought he was going to be the driver standing in victory lane. He's with Sean Butler.
Hey, Brian.
Hello.
Hey. So overall this race, I mean, you seemed like you had the car to beat, but at the end there, it just became the typical unpredictable North Wilkesboro stuff. So almost had it, finished third there. You're picking your way through everybody. Looked like the tires just fell off a little bit quicker than you thought they would at the end there. You think you had anything for the two guys in front of you at the end?
I might have thought so in the first 20 or so laps of that run, but once I got it, there were some guys racing 2x2, and everything just kind of stacks up at this track. And even if you have somebody faster, they try to go to the bottom, they're just going to hold each other up and stay 2x2. So I lost a bunch of time. Thought I might have had a tire advantage when I got up to Dan and Sean. Thought I could try to go after Sean. I got up to Dan and just couldn't get him around him. And then it turns out I burned my tires off. So he was better off being in front of me anyway. So no, I don't think I had anything for them, but had a pretty jolly time here tonight.
Jolly, that's a word I haven't heard in a long time there, but it looked like everyone was having a jolly time running the top and the wall in 1 and 2 there. Just what are your thoughts on how multi-groove this race was? We saw everybody experimenting, going from the top to the bottom there. What were your thoughts on how balanced the racing was here tonight?
Pretty fun. I mean, I think everybody kind of saw in the beginning, just kind of everyone running that sort of middle entry to cut super low. And then I kind of saw David experimenting with a lot of different lines, and especially in 1 and 2, he was running way up. And, if I had a pretty bad entry or anything like that, he'd get a huge run up off the corners. And then I started experimenting running up there, and then I really liked it. And when I got out to the lead during that really long run, I was running the super high entry, cut it down as late as possible. First run, I had a bad problem burning up my right front, so I feel like trying to do that, get it wound down up top on that banking, being able to kind of cut down would help out the right front a little bit, and it was. I think I was rolling really well there when I was up front. Also, clean air helps, but yeah, honestly, I mean, I wish we could do a little more in 3 and 4. I think it's just kind of how the corner is. It's pretty much you want to be painted up against the curb on the bottom. But honestly, I didn't really know what I was expecting out of this race, and it was a pretty good time.
Well, speaking of painting the bottom, we're going to Bristol next, and that's a track you notoriously just have to run the bottom or you destroy your tires. So how are we feeling looking into Bristol?
I mean, we got league races at Bristol. We got official racing at Bristol. Everything's for Bristol. I might not necessarily be a fan of how iRacing Bristol is, but I gotta say, man, after that update, it's probably one of the best looking tracks on the sim. So at least it'll be a good ground for some pretty screenshots.
There you go. We'll hope our producer, Jacob Hitz's computer can handle the newly refreshed visual updates for Bristol. So
Hey,
30 FPS incoming for that one.
it only blinked once tonight, and it was coming out of a replay. I was impressed.
That's impressive. Very good.
Proud of you. Let's go. Shout out Jacob's computer for real.
CPU's humming for that. But all right, Brian. Well, nonetheless, solid run here for you tonight. Good points day, and excellent job wheeling that Barr visuals machine there tonight. And we'll look forward to seeing you next to Bristol. One more thing. Outlook for the New York Jets this season next year. How we feeling?
You see, at least the last 2 years seasons have kind of been riding on the whole Aaron Rodgers experiment, and they still sucked. But at least with Justin Fields under center, it should be fun. So even if they're bad, they might still be like 2022 Lions, where everyone knew they were kind of a good team, but they didn't really do that. They still had a losing record, or they finished like 9-8 or something like that. But everyone's like, this is going to be pretty fun. Like, at least that. Like it's fun to watch. Justin Fields has like three total touchdowns, 2 fumbles, 1 lost, like 2 interceptions, and the final score of every game is like 41-35. Like, that'd be awesome.
High expectations for the Jets coming this season from Brian.
Look, if they're gonna lose, make it fun. That's all I care about.
Oh, that's fantastic. Kevin King says, "Can the Mercurio podcast end?" We'll go ahead and end it here.
God
So, Brian,
forbid guys just want to talk ball. Kevin's out here. It's been baseball season. I've been talking with him a bunch, and he's just salty about everything. You say one wrong word about the Nationals, and he gets his underwear in a knot. It's crazy. I don't mean to single out Kevin, but like, man, have some fun. That's why we're doing this whole thing, this whole league racing, sim race. It's fun. Watch sports. It's fun. Have fun. I managed to have fun as a Jets fan. He can find fun in his activity, and everyone else. That's not just for Kevin, but that's just a reminder for everybody. If you get flustered doing whatever hobby you're doing, it could be sim racing, it could be something competitive or not. Just remember, you're doing that thing for fun. And if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Why are you following? Why are you paying attention? So that's what I'll end that on. The Mercurio podcast. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on all of your podcasting platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. We'll upload the video for anybody that wants to watch video onto our YouTube channel. Make sure you ring that bell, click that notification so you never miss a podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.
That is Brian Mercurio, everybody. Couldn't have said it better myself. Brian, thank you very much. Jacob, right back to you. We'll go ahead and put a wrap on this thing. Well, what a race here this evening.
What a race. What a monologue from Brian Mercurio.
What a moment.
Yep. And, boy, I don't even know where to go from here. Final thoughts, gentlemen?
No, I mean, I think we saw an awesome race here tonight, and I'm pleasantly surprised by the green flag runs, and we got green flag stops, and, had one little blip there, but overall, a good run to the finish from everybody, and got to see it play out, so really impressed. I think the biggest takeaway is Brian Mercurio expecting fun out of the New York Jets, which, I mean, we all know is just not something that's very realistic or attainable. So, I mean, looking forward, I guess, cautiously to Bristol and seeing what challenges await for us there, and then even from then on to Talladega and Texas and Kansas. A really, really fun part of the schedule upcoming.
Sean,
Very
thoughts?
bold of Caleb to criticize me as he's a Titans fan, says
Listen,
Brian.
I expected the same thing out of the Titans last year, where it's like, hey, we got Levis. If we're going to suck, but we're going to be fun. And then it was the most agonizing season I've ever had to watch as a fan. So I'm just saying, just be prepared.
My attempts to drown this out longer just for Caleb to suffer, or Jacob to suffer more, is going to end here. But overall, just thought it was actually the race exceeded my expectations. Saw me earlier in the broadcast saying over under 15 cautions. I had no faith in this field, but they proved me wrong towards this thing. A lot of green flag runs. We even had green flag pit stops. So impressed by the racecraft here tonight. A lot of cool moments. So overall, thought it was a good race. But yeah, congrats to Sean. A very well earned win, and definitely had his moments. A roller coaster of a race for him. And we'll move on to Bristol and do it all over again. We love our short track racing here at FTF.
And my final thought is the Nationals lost 2 out of the 3 games to the Philadelphia Phillies earlier this year.
Okay, here we go.
Just saying. All right. Sean M. Conklin, your winner tonight at North Wilkesboro. We are back next week. Same time, same place. Bristol Motor Speedway here in the Next Gen Cars It'll be an adventure. There's no doubt about it. But hey, if we can get out of here with less than 10 cautions, who knows what'll happen next week. In the meantime, for Sean Butler and Caleb Hoffman, I'm Jacob Pitts. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week from Bristol. Sean M. Conklin, your winner at North Wilkesboro. Good night, everybody.
Let's go, Mets.